Topic: Processing food for emergency situations. Investigate types of food. When refugees travel to a host country, the people in the host country usually take care of them. Last week, you looked at the mix of people and how this mix would change depending on whether the emergency was caused by a natural disaster or a war. The type of food refugees eat depends on the mix of the group. Children need more protein than older people. Babies need special milk formulas, and old people need lots of vegetables to protect them from disease. Think and discuss the following as a class. The types of food that are available in South Africa. Food that can feed a large group of people. The food has to be cheap, easy to find, and it must be nutritious. Refugees do not expect expensive food, just enough healthy food. Poor nutrition can lead to problems like illness and disease. If refugees get weak or sick, they will not be able to look after themselves, and the situation in the refugee camp will become worse. Nutritious food. To remain healthy, the human body needs different types of food from all the food groups. Diets that contain food from all the food groups are called balanced diets. A balanced meal includes the following food groups. Carbohydrates. These provide energy and are found in starchy foods like potatoes, meal, rice and bread. Protein. These build muscle and give us strength. Protein-rich foods include meat, fish, chicken, eggs, beans, cheese and milk. Fats and oils. These provide energy and help to protect our internal organs. They also help our bodies to fight disease. Foods in this food group include cheese, butter, margarine and oils such as sunflower or canola oil. Vitamins and minerals. These are found in all foods, but especially in fresh fruit and vegetables. They are very important for good health, strong bones and teeth, and to keep your brain working well. Vitamins also help to prevent disease. For example, vitamin C, which is found in oranges and lemons, fights colds and flu. Activity 1. Food groups and balanced diets. Have a look at the drawing below and see if you can tell which of the foods are high in carbohydrates, protein, fats and oils, vitamins and minerals, dairy. Fill in the answers on the wheel. Notice that similar types of foods are grouped together into so-called food groups. We need to eat food from all 5 food groups to stay healthy. You can think of nutrition as a wheel where each type of food is an important part. Also remember that your body needs fresh, clean water to keep working and to digest and absorb the food you eat. Activity 2. Investigate your refugee camp. Make decisions, whole class work together. Scenario. A group of 100 refugees have settled near your community. You have been asked to feed them. Before you draw up your plans, the whole class must make decisions about the issues below. What is the mix of the group? Divide them into 4 categories: babies, children, adults and old people. Complete the table below to help you with the next activity. One, your group has not brought any food with them. Decide where you will find food to feed the people. 2. How will you transport the food? 3. How will you cook it? 4. Is there a supply of clean water nearby? 5. Why is water important for cleaning and cooking food? Discuss your answers as a class. 6. Will the food be nutritious? Can you feed the people the same food every day until they can be resettled? Discuss your answers as a class. Activity 3. Listing the ingredients and quantities per meal per person. Before you can work out how much food you need for 100 people, work out how much food you need for one meal. The food needs to be nutritious, tasty, and easy to find. It should include as many of the food groups as possible. For each age group, list the ingredients and amounts you will need for one person. See the example below. Now it's your turn. Complete this activity in your workbook. Draw up your own table as in the example above. Activity 4. Design a meal for 100 refugees. Design brief. Once you have completed the ingredient tables, you must write a design brief. I'm going to specifications. List your specifications. Specifications are the ingredients that you will need to make the meal. You need to work out how much of each ingredient you need to make one nutritious meal for each age group. For example, this is how you would do the calculations. See the next page. For each ingredient, add the amount needed for each of the age groups. One baby needs 100 grams of samp for one meal. Now multiply 100 grams by the number of babies in your group. One child needs 200 grams of samp for one meal. Now multiply 200 grams by the number of children in your group. One adult needs 300 grams of samp for one meal. Now multiply 300 grams by the number of adults in your group. One old person needs 150 grams of samp for one meal. Now multiply 150 grams by the number of old people in your group. Example. If there are 20 babies in your group, multiply 100 grams by 20. This gives you 2000 grams, or 2 kilograms, of samp needed for all the babies for one meal. If there are 30 children in your group, multiply 200 grams by 30. This gives you 6000 grams, or 6 kilograms, of samp needed for all the children for one meal. If there are 40 adults in your group, multiply 300 grams by 40. This gives you 12,000 grams, or 12 kilograms, of samp needed for all the adults for one meal. If there are 10 old people in your group, multiply 150 grams by 10. This gives you 1500 grams, or 5 kilograms, of samp needed for all the elderly people for one meal. Specifications for your design brief. Now write the specifications for your design brief. Complete the two lists below. In the first list, write all the ingredients that you need to make one nutritious meal for 100 refugees of different ages. In the second list, write the amounts of each ingredient you need.